everyone, welcome back to JP's Budget Collecting and a day early edition of the Whatever Report. We're hanging out on a Friday instead of our normal Saturday, and that's because I'm going to be hanging out with family tomorrow night. So, yeah, we're here at night early. We have my man GT Key in here early tailgating, as was Unruly, as was my guy John. What's going on, John? Tony, what is going on, sir? How are you? I hope you were doing well in New York. Yeah, we're hanging out. Gonna talk a little comics, a little whatever you guys want to talk about. On a Friday evening. I am here as always, just I don't know. I don't know what I was gonna say. I lost my train of thought. We are off to a great start as always on the Whatever Report. All right. So, Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas, sir. Merry Christmas to everyone. So, yeah, we're a Christmas edition. I didn't put Christmas lights at this time. I've done that in the past. I did not put Christmas lights behind me this time. Oh, well. Yeah, we are moving forward. Looking forward to been off the last couple days, taking off through the first of the year. So looking forward to that, spending some time with family over the next few days. So the Whatever Report never fails. I'm glad I can entertain, John. I'm glad I can entertain. Oh, goodness. I am, yeah. All right, so where do we always start? We're going to start with whatever we're drinking. Tonight, we are once again opening a new bottle of bourbon, something I have not had. This is something I had been wanting to try forever. Heard really good things, but it was allocated. You could never get it. And then suddenly, a month or so ago, it's no longer allocated. And it's actually, every time I've been in the store, I've seen it. But we got, a little Heaven Hill bottled and bond. So we're going to open this up. Hopefully this is a little better than the last couple things we've opened. We haven't had very good luck lately in terms of, opening new bourbons. So I don't want to tear the whole label off. I didn't really want to tear that much of the label off. So let's see if we can get the nice cork pop. Oh, there was no cork pop. That's not a good sign. That concerns me. Hey, God damn, what is going on? Big O, what is happening? So yeah, let's see here. See what we got. We're gonna give that a minute to, people were going blind. That's why it's not allocated anymore. I hope that's not the case. So I'm about to drink it. So there you go. Charles, what is happening? Merry Christmas to you as well. To you and yours. I hope you're all having gonna have a wonderful weekend, a wonderful holiday. Yeah, let's do a little swirl here. Let this open up. Smells like bourbon. I watch these bourbon videos and they're trying stuff. And I'm like, I get an almond and red and cherry and stone fruit and I'm like, it smells like bourbon. Caramel apple and it's like all this stuff. And it's like, all right, you guys have better noses than me. Better palate too. They get that other thing. I'm like, tastes like bourbon. It's good or it's not. So, oh goodness. All right. So yeah. So that's what we're gonna drink here. We're gonna give it just a minute to kind of open up a little bit because we did just pop the bottle. So get a little air going on here. So beyond what are we drinking? What do we got coming up on the channel? So a little reduced schedule here for the next period. We do have look back video coming tomorrow. Try and be pretentious as possible. I think that's really what it is. I think it really is. I mean, clearly they have better taste buds and better noses than I do, which wouldn't take a whole lot. But I also think it's like, the arrogance level. And this is for somebody who watches a bunch of those things. So I can't really knock these people. It works. They all got hundreds of thousands of followers and stuff. It entertains me, but I laugh because it's like, it smells like bourbon. It smells like whiskey. That's right. Let's see what I think of it. Let's see what we think of the Heaven Hill here. That's pretty good. Got a little bit of a Now, I will say, the last several things I've opened have all been like cast strength or barrel proof or whatever. So everything's been like 115, 114, 116. This 100 is a big step back. There's almost no spice. There's almost no like after that burn, going down. None of that. It is very, very light and very easy at 100 proof. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that quite a bit. Do I like it as much as, well, I would say it's the neck pour. It's the first thing. I'm going to say I wouldn't put it up there with like the Rare Breed or that Knob Creek 12 that I had recently, but it's pretty good. I'm going to have to say. So I like it. I can drink it. I know they hate the word, like the aficionados don't like the word smooth, but that's smooth enough. That could be dangerous because you could drink that pretty easy. That's very easy going down. Like, that could be dangerous. So stuff coming up on the channel. Obviously with the holidays and stuff, and I'm going to be with family for the next couple of days, and then I'm going to have some time to do some stuff, and then I'm going to be with family again going to the next weekend. But learning about bourbon. Well, that's probably the end of the bourbon talk, other than me just sipping a little bit. So look back video. It's already ready for tomorrow. It's done. It's posted. It'll go live at the normal 11 o'clock. Obviously, we're doing the whatever report now, so we're doing that a little early. Nothing Sunday. I don't know if I'll do a cash or trash. We'll see. I may try to get it done. I got family stuff. I mean, it'll probably be Tuesday before I could do it, which I don't know that Tom will have his video out before Tuesday, given with the holidays and everything. So we'll see if I even bother with a cash or trash this week. I'll try to get next week's look back done before I leave town in the middle of the week. But otherwise, there won't probably be much. Maybe a few shorts, which we'll get to about what those would be about. But yeah, I think that's it. We won't be finishing Middle West up until after the first of the year. After the first of the year, I think we'll do that on the 3rd. On the 4th of January, I'll be over on the Knockout, destroying this guy as Poison Ivy takes the championship because boobs. So that's gonna be my entire argument. I think it's Poison Ivy versus Doom. It's boobs versus some dude in the metal suit. Boobs. And you could say I'm giving away my strategy to John right now to argue against it, but he knows what the strategy is going to be, and he knows there's really no defeating that strategy. He knows this. He knows what he prefers, if he's being honest with himself. So yeah. No D&D coming up, obviously. We've ended that campaign. We'll be jumping over to our friend Whitewell Comics channel when we start back. I'm not sure when we're going to start back. Sometime hopefully in January, but I'm not sure. I need to finish my character. I've been working a little bit on my character, but I got to finish my new character for that. So that'll be fun. I'll be playing this time instead of being the DM, which I'm looking forward to. Otherwise, yeah. I did put out the Let's Collect Deadpool last week. It's gotten fairly low views for one of those. Not way low, but a little bit lower than typical. So if you want to check that out, I'm already working on the next one, hoping to have it done in early January, and hoping that last year I ended up doing 8. Ended up getting 8 Let's Collects out. My goal is 1 a month. There were some things that happened that kind of like killed my motivation last year during a couple periods. I had a couple multiple month periods where I didn't do a Let's Collect. So hopefully we'll get the next one will come out right after the first of the year, and then we'll continue to kind of stay on track with that. It's a lot of work, but I already actually today I got most. Well, I won't say most because the thing that takes the longest is the covers. Trying to look through covers and stuff always takes the longest. But I got the keys and the storylines ready. I know which ones I'm going to pick. I just got to figure out the cover situation. So, I mean, I'm not a huge Deadpool fan, but like the surface of the sun is as cool as Scott Summers because he's not even slightly cool. I'll catch the end of it. And this is, I've been watching the Tigers. Like, I'm a Mizzou fan. Coach Vic, also a Mizzou fan. MIC Coach Vic. He's talking about we got the bragging rights game against Illinois tonight, which is always usually a fun thing. And maybe they win tonight, but they just don't quite have enough, I don't think. They're very competitive, but I don't know that they're going to win. I'll catch the last half of it. I don't have too high hopes for tonight. We'll see. They play hard. They play good. I like the coach, but they don't really have a go-to guy this year. So they're in a bit of transition. Year 2's going to be just a little tougher than year 1 was, and that's just the way the roster was set up. So he had a star left when he came in, and he hasn't yet filled that void, but we got a really good class coming in. So I still have faith in the new coach, but this year's going to be a little tougher. Hey, Kenneth, what is going on? I am looking forward to that. I'm hoping we can beat those Buckeyes, but never know. Magic Lasso, what is going on? Yes, we are early tonight. We are a night early, so glad you found it. I think those are all the things coming up on the channel. We'll be finishing Middle West soon on the indie show. We're going to be doing some Black Hammer on the indie show, although I don't think we ever actually finalized the night for that. We got some new Black Hammer coming in. I got some new books in. I need to get a crew. Anybody interested in reading 8 Billion Genies with me and discussing? I'll be doing that soon, and I'll be starting Black Science soon. So Gore, I already threw it out to our Deadly Class crew. I'll throw it out to you. I don't know if you're a big Remender fan or if you were just a big Deadly Class fan. I think you were just more a big Deadly Class fan, but I did pick up Black Science as another Remender story. It's going to be my next Remender story. So if you want to hang out for that, let me know. I threw it out to Greg and Haley, and so far I haven't heard anything, but that's not unusual for how they reply. Like yesterday, I think, maybe last night. So they haven't thrown out for too long. All right. What do we got? What else we got coming up? What did we pick up? Wait, I just spoiled part of it. What did we pick up this week? We had some in-stock trade stuff come in. I think it's all on this shelf. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. It's all of it. Or am I missing something? I thought there was one more. No, I think this is it. This is all the stuff that came in. If not, I'll remember in a second. So I had a big in-stock trades order come in. Everything but one book. I am missing one book that they hadn't sent me yet. But yeah, we picked up. I have the first Omni. I picked up the second Jason Aaron Thor Omni. I believe this completes all of it. Yeah, this goes all the way the entire. So I now have the entire Jason Aaron Thor run in the Omni format. I say my favorite Thor run. It's the only time I've really ever been into Thor. I don't know if I'm getting the Dazzler one. I'll be honest. I kind of thought that was the case, but I thought I throw it out there. If not, I'll get some other people for sure. So we'll have to find something else you're into at some point, Gore. We picked that up. I picked up the most recent volume of Monstrous, volume 8. Looking forward to reading this. I have to get my Monstrous crew back together. It has been a while since we read a Monstrous one. Well over a year at this point. I just love the art in the series. I'm super curious where it goes. I don't know how close we are to the end of it, but I'm super curious where it keeps going. I chose to get the Aaron in the complete trade edition. They did have the deluxe size where they had at one point I was going to try to get those, and it didn't. And then they kind of went out of print, and then the Omnis came out, and then I ended up getting the first Omni, and then finally, sorry, I'm messing with the dog. I'm giving him a treat here. Finally picked up the second Omni. It had been a while, so. Next is the most recent Volume 6 of Something's Killing the Children. Have to get that crew back together at some point. Another one that's been like a year since I've read any of. But looking forward to digging into that. And then these giant hardcover Black Science Deluxe editions, much like the Deadly Class ones. Hopefully I enjoy the series as much. These are super cool. I guess they're like they were supposedly like the 10th anniversary one or something. I don't know of when this actually came out. Maybe 15th anniversary of Black Science. I forget how old the series actually is now. But it's a series I've been wanting to read for a long time. It just sounds intriguing to me. A little sci-fi, a little time travel, a little, yeah. I just want. We'll see. We'll see if I like it or not. I'm a big fan of Scalera's art. And obviously I enjoyed Deadly Class from Remender, so looking forward to this. So all 3 of those, which are, yeah, so all 9 volumes. And then the book that didn't come is nice. Let me know if you want to join for Black Science, Coach Vic. You can be on the indie show with me. You can come hang out, read Black Science with me. Enjoy Black Science, but just didn't complete it. Wonderful artwork. I can get that. Oh, you're fine over there. You got a treat. Yeah, you got some peanut butter on your bone. You're good. Be a good boy. So yeah. Yeah, that stuff's dangerous because it doesn't really. It drinks very light, very light, or maybe it's just my palate is biased toward the heavier stuff. The one book that didn't come in was hardcover of Wonder Woman. Was it Dead Earth? I don't know, the Danny Warren Johnson one that this guy and others kept telling me I needed to read. So yeah, so I'll have to get the DWJ crew together that read Murder Falcon and do a power bomb with me and do that. Yes, I did say Wonder Woman. Speaking of, where are we on to? So that's the only things that came in this week. Only pickups. What are we reading? So, yeah, John has been dropping all kinds of Deadly Class shorts. He did. So, first, things we're reading. Obviously, we discussed Middle West on Wednesday on the indie show. And then the dog is just staring at me and whimpering. Dude, here's your bone. There's still a little peanut butter in there. There's all kinds of peanut butter in there. You just need to, yeah. So, yeah, we talked Middle West, book 2. So we got one more volume of that. We talked about Wednesday. I've been dropping some shorts on my reread of One Piece that I stole the idea from John. We finished volume 12 today. So I'll have to drop a couple of 1 to 2. I haven't decided what I'm going to talk about on the shorts here. There's a couple different things, just kind of a transition volume. There's a couple different things I could touch on there. So I'll have to decide what I want to do for that. But we'll talk about volume 12. And then Lasso commented on Wonder Woman. And this has been sitting here for a while. Hey, Bob's your uncle. Been sitting here for a while. I finally started this today. I'm only through issue 1. I had never read this run. Obviously, it's considered kind of a legendary run for the character. But yeah, the George Perez volume 1 omnibus. I know like volume 2 and 3, which are him, also are not in print, I haven't ever seen anywhere. But I only read issue 1. Man, I forgot how many words the comics had back then. But it was really good. I mean, it was a really good setup. You got the first issue gave you the entire history of the Amazons all the way through Diana being chosen. So I'm looking forward to digging into this. I've never read this run. I think this volume goes through, where does it go to? 24. So the first 24 issues plus annual number 1 is in here. So I may drop some shorts talking about this as we go through this as well. So, but I did finally start in on that today as well. And that's all the reading stuff I've gotten to this week. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Hey, Bobby, what's going on? You're okay over there. You were fine earlier. Go back to sleep. There's still peanut butter in that bone. Stop being a turd. Let's see. What's up next? What are we watching? So, I went down a rabbit hole. So I have all these things I need to watch. I need to start watching Reacher Season 2. I still never started Loki Season 2. I know like the What If is out. I know all the stuff that I should be watching, that I need to be watching, that I want to be watching. There's some other things out there too. And instead, yes, Bobby, yeah, I just started that. Looking forward to reading through that Omni over the next few weeks. Just slowly working my way through it. So instead, because I'm a big dork, and these are not short videos, mind you, I went down the rabbit hole because we've been playing D&D for a while now, for gosh, like 4 years now. I guess we've been doing D&D almost. And I'm enjoying the heck out of it. I was working on my character stuff, and I don't know what it came up, and I've watched a few of like the highlight videos of like Critical Role. So I started down the rabbit hole of their campaign 3, which is like an 80 some videos at this point, 80 some sessions. And all their sessions are like 4 hours on YouTube. I got through like 9 sessions this week. Now I'm watching it like 1.5 times. I am like, this is not a rabbit hole I needed to go down. But yeah, so I went down the Critical Role. Like, it's super fun. I get why so many people watch it. I will say it's super fun when they're in action, when they don't have a direction and they're just debating. That's just as boring as our table is when we don't have a direction and we're debating on what we're going to do next. When they're not sure what to do and they're like, well, we could do this or we could do this. That's just as boring as like our D&D videos, but the rest of it is a ton of fun. Yeah. I mean, I am watching it at like at least 1.5, and sometimes when they get into that whole, well, should we go here? What do we do next? Kind of thing. I'm at like 2 times, but I got through 9 sessions, 9 4-hour sessions this week. I've started session. I'm like an hour into session 10 at this point. So this is not what I needed to be doing with my time at all. It is not, but that's, but here we are. I mean, they just had this whole thing. Actually, it's in the one I just watched, like the first hour of session 10 that I was just watching an hour ago. They had this whole sequence where one of them was being chased, but he was invisible. So the guy knew he was there, but couldn't see him. But he didn't know that he was with the rest of them. And one of the characters is like undead. Like, she died and she came back. And so like the guy starts saying his voice out loud, even though he's invisible. Like, and the others are like, oh, did you hear that? Like it's ghosts or something. And then they like levitated the dead girl and she put on her horrifying visage. And like she's floating by and they like scared the guy off. He like ran away terrified. It was hilarious. Like, I don't know. It just made me laugh. Have you not read that? Has John not read the Perez run? I need to track it down and then we can read it together. So I'm only 1 issue in, John. So you track it down, let me know. But And it was all the first issue was all exposition of who the Amazons were. It was like he was completely reintroducing the character, which I sort of knew, but didn't know that. Like he's giving you completely the origin over, like reintroducing the character after Crisis. I didn't really realize that's what he. I mean, I guess I did know that it was a complete restart, and I knew he retold it, but yeah, I didn't. I guess I didn't realize that first issue was that, because it's like an extra long issue. Like, yeah, it's a really in detailed thing. I enjoyed the heck out of it. It is super wordy, like compared to what I'm used to nowadays. But it took a while to get through that first issue. Not because it was bad, just because it was a lot. But I'm super looking forward to reading the rest of that. So yeah, that's what. Oh, we're on to what we're watching. So yeah, Critical Role. That's a rabbit hole I never needed to go down, but now I'm down it. So interesting. I wondered about that because they're like the Flashing Thunder test, and it was like they pull out this pistol, and it's like, wait, they haven't been with men. They haven't been in man's world for 3,000 years or whatever the heck it was. It's like, all right. I mean, that's since the time of Hercules. So yeah, I was super curious where that comes from. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It should be a really fun read. So now I just need to figure out a way to track down reasonably priced copies of his other 2 volumes, because I know there's 3 volumes of his. This is obviously a recent reprint. I don't think they've reprinted the other 2 volumes as recently. So yeah. So it'll be interesting if I can track those down at some point and read the rest of it, or if I just have to do it digitally at some point. All right. Let's see. So I'm going to touch on one nerd news thing very briefly, because I don't like spending a lot of time on negative stuff. And I really haven't paid super close attention yet. But I did see a little bit of the stuff about... Sweet. Let me know. Yeah. Well, they had it on Amazon for a while, and I didn't pull the trigger for like $40-$50 or something. It was like $50 or something, $50-$60 maybe, on Amazon, and I didn't pull the trigger. And then, at least from the store I was buying it from, it's now sold out. And then I hadn't seen it anywhere else listed. So yeah, if you can, maybe I can track down a copy. No rush, but yeah. So all the stuff going around about the reslabbing or reholdering stuff with CGC. And I'm just going to say this. Like, a big part of our collecting market and value is based on being somewhat able to like trust and accept these numbers. If that goes away, we're all going to lose a lot of money. CGC is going to lose a lot of money. We're all going to lose a lot of money because, I mean, it's somewhat an artificial system of trust, because it's super subjective, but we've put a ton into it, and it's always been a little bit, yeah. And people are like, oh, well, you'll be able to get your money. You're not going to be able to get the money that you could have gotten for these at value. So it'll be interesting to see how they handle this, that people are finding this mistake. Hopefully they can get it fixed. Hopefully my guess is it's probably not a massive number of books, but it could be. So it's something worth watching. It'll be interesting to see what it does to values and stuff. I like it. That is a good thing. All right, now we're going on to the real debate of the night. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? No, we're not doing that. Yeah, don't we all? Well, I've been losing, like, every time I update values on my CLZ app, it's like, anyway, so the market continues to, like, I've seen, like, doing the look back show, I've seen that some books have started bouncing back and stuff, but the market as a whole continues to be trending down. Like, we have not yet hit the floor. And a CGC crash, yeah, could be ugly for the whole collecting market. Could be. So we'll see what happens. All right. We're going to get off that because I don't want to dwell on that. What are they? We are. Whatever you guys want to talk about. So hopefully not that. Hopefully not that. Die Hard Christmas movie. Go. Yes, no. It clearly is. I'm with John on this. It clearly is a Christmas movie. And it's because of what's going on between him and the rest of it. But yeah. That I'm not even going to acknowledge that comment by clicking on it. So that will never happen. He is easily my least favorite of the important X-Men. And it's not even close. I cannot stand that character. I know, and I did terrible. I did terrible. It's been a while since I've watched it, and I did bad. I was like, yeah, I did terrible on John's quiz. I got like 3, I think. I think I only got 3. I did bad. So yeah. A lot of good Christmas cards. I don't think I ordered too many. I think the only one I ordered is the Wonder Woman one. That's what I like. For issue 4. That one I ordered. And I don't know if I ordered another of the Christmas covers. Like I ordered that instead of the A cover because I haven't been doing a lot of variants. Where's my list? I don't think, looking back. Well, I just had to. Where's that email at? I can tell you what's coming. I don't think any of the other variants. Like I just processed my Midtown order that I should get next week. Let's see. Yeah, regular A. I did get the cover D. Pablo Villalobos Santa cardstock cover for Wonder Woman. Titans was the cover A. Star Wars cover A. Harley Quinn, Black, White, and Redder. I got the Frisian. That's not a Christmas cover. Harley Quinn 35. I got the Frisian. I'm just buying those Harley Quinns because of the Frisian. Everything else is cover A. So yeah, that's the only one I ordered was that Wonder Woman one. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it hasn't come yet. It will arrive next week. So, I mean, it's definitely a holiday. Yeah, there's a lot of holiday stuff there. I don't necessarily think of it as a Christmas, but I guess because then it's at New Year's Eve when they like finally get together. So I think it's more of a seasonal one. But yeah, I could call that Christmas. It does. There is a Christmas miracle. So, Old Wolf, what is going on, Old Wolf? Tonight, as a fellow bourbon, this is what we cracked into tonight, and it's good. I like it. I like it a lot. So, first time drinking that. So, there you go. Last I went to Aquaman 2 yesterday. Are you going or are you waiting until streaming? Probably wait until streaming, I'll be honest. I haven't been to much lately. Particularly on the DC side. I just haven't had a lot of interest. And I enjoyed the first Aquaman movie, but I'm not a huge fan of the character in general. And I don't know, with all I don't know. It seems interesting, but not something that I just have to go see. The fact that he's right after the Christmas tree. There you go. Let's see who else is in here. Lots of people. Well, there you go. There you go. But Tony is. No, he's not. I say that. I'm now I was laughing the other day at I used to give when I was young because when I got hired, for the position I got hired into, I was the youngest one that they'd ever hired at that position, into that level of position. Because I got it right out of grad school, and I used to be a mouthy young person making old people jokes and stuff, and now I'm the old guy. So there you go. Still not quite as old as this guy yet. Still got a couple days. Still got another week. Week plus for as old as that guy. So hey Gordon, what's going on? So yeah, what else you guys want to talk about? I don't have a whole lot going on. We'll need some ideas for so I already know who I'm doing for my next Let's Collect, which is DC male character. Need some ideas for my next non-DC Marvel that I'm going to do. So if you guys have suggestions for what you'd like to see a Let's Collect on, but it's not DC or Marvel, let me know. And it could be a character that at some point they've been published by DC or Marvel, but they're not technically DC or Marvel. That will come. You're going to have to wait. She is on the list. I did, and looking for covers for my current character, I did find a cover of hers that I was like, ooh, I like that. And I'd never seen before. Now the question is, can I remember where it's at when it comes time? Probably the answer is probably no. Do I think people are over Funko Pops? I think yes and no, if that's an answer. I don't. Part of it is I've pulled myself out of that world. Like, I still have a bunch of Funkos. Obviously, you can see a bunch of them behind me from when I was collecting Funkos, but I don't really collect them anymore. And to a certain degree, I think they overproduce themselves and just producing so many. I mean, I think there's still people that are collecting them. But I do think it's on a downward trend. And yeah, I think if you're wanting to get money for your Funkos, probably should be moving them. Because I don't know how long-term that's going to be. I think some of the early ones will maintain some value for a while, but I don't think finding newer stuff that's going to maintain value, I think it's going to be pretty tough. And I think they still do sell pretty well. They're fun. They're relatively cheap. I don't think they're going to die, but I do think the height, I don't know that they're going to be, I don't think they're going to completely die, but I don't think they're going to be what they've been over the previous 5 years going forward, if that's anything. I think there is still a market, but I do think it's less than what it once was. So we'll see. I could be wrong. I haven't really been paying that close of attention. It's just my on the periphery thoughts. As you can see, I still have a bunch back there. So, but I haven't bought a Funko in, gosh, forever. A couple years probably. Since I bought one. But yeah, and I really haven't bought very many at all since I got back into comics. I spent about 2+ years doing the Funko thing before I kind of got back into comics. And then it's like 16, 17, a little bit into 18. And then by that point by 18, I was starting to get back into comics. And then I started getting into like a different level of book that was a gift, but that I was ever into before. And yeah, all that Funko money went away. Did they actually make one? That'd be kind of cool if they did, actually. Yeah, a lot of them you can get for dirt cheap. A lot of them have no value. I mean, I don't know I haven't looked in a really long time. I still have that little Funko app on my thing. Yeah, there it is. Curious what it even says my collection is worth at this point. Worth more than I thought. Just saying, I still got like $3,000 in Funkos, which surprises the heck out of me. Let's see. But my biggest ones are not worth what they once were, though. That Thrawn is not worth what it once was. Wow, that's my second highest one. Is that blue chrome? Huh. That's a little surprising. Lando, Vader. What? I somehow don't believe that Vader's worth that much. The Vader was everywhere. I feel like that's an error on their pricing. Yeah, they're not worth nearly. Most of these are not worth. Some of that one wasn't worth that much before, but it's apparently getting rare. But a lot of these are not worth what they once were worth. Yeah, a bunch of them have dropped quite a bit. Been a long time since I looked at them, but a bunch of these are, yeah. Wow. Yeah, I'm way down here now. I'm like in the, yeah, that used to be like a $60, $70 pop, and now it's like not even 20. So yeah, they're not worth much. Exactly. Probably. Yep. Absolutely. All right. What else you guys want to talk about? I'm just sitting here drinking a little Heaven Hill. You guys got big plans for the holidays? Mine are kind of like split in two. I'm gonna do. I mean, just go on eBay and see what they've been selling for. That's probably your easiest bet, is to see, price them accordingly and try to get in that range of what they're actually selling for. So yeah, my holidays are kind of split in two. What were my best books I read in 2023? Interesting, new and old. Yeah, I'm enjoying this Heaven Hill, I have to say. It doesn't really have any sort of burn. It does have this weird aftertaste note. It's not bad, but it is keeping it from being great. And maybe that's just because it's right out of the bottle. Because it was the neck pour and it needs a little air. Maybe that's because maybe it had gotten too much air because there was no real cork pop. Not 100% sure, but it does have a weird little aftertaste note. It's not bad, but it is. It's not as good as the rest of it, I will say. John, all right. What are the best books, new and old, of 2023? New books. So what have I been reading? Like, I've super reduced in 2023. Like, I'm just gonna go back. Let's just go back and see what I bought new, and just kind of make sure I'm not forgetting anything. So I have a notebook with all my Midtown orders going back since I started ordering from Midtown in September of, what year was that? I didn't write the years down back then. That would have been, I want to say 20. No, September of 20, really? 21. September of 21 would have been when I first started ordering from Midtown. Or August of 21, maybe. And yeah, so we've been doing that for pre-ordering everything from Midtown since August of 21. So let's go back. Let's just see. We had, well, that's January 24th. That's way too early. That's newer than I needed. There we go. I mean, stuff we read early in the year. We finished off. We had Batgirl still on the thing. We finished off that. That was not. I really love that Batgirl series, but yeah, let's see. It's a little stupid ASM. I was still collecting that early in the year. That was Harley Public Friends 2. I'm just kind of flipping through here real quick. Sorry. Yeah, it's mostly been DC stuff this year. Once I dropped the Spidey stuff, it's mostly been DC stuff. And so in terms of new, I'm going to be fairly limited in what I've read. I haven't picked up any 2023 indies yet. So, because it was really, once I dropped Spidey and Captain Marvel ended, only Marvel books I've been getting is Star Wars books. So it's all DC stuff. So from that perspective, it's pretty easy to talk about new stuff. Yeah. I did enjoy. Yeah, we did have the Battle Chasers. I guess was an indie. Like we finally got the end of that first arc. From that, that's the only indie I bought all year. I think new, or at least in floppies. Oh, you're okay over there. So I think it really just comes down to 3 books for me. There would be. I do. I literally know everything I got for Christmas already. Like, well, not everything. My niece and nephew are getting me something small, but like, sorry, but I'll get to that in a second. New books. So new series, top 3 series for me. 2 of them kind of just started, so we're only a few issues in, but I'm just really enjoying. I would say top series for me that I had basically went most of the year. New books was Poison Ivy. I think Nightwing took a step back this year compared to what it had been. Early in the year was still pretty good when they wrapped up some stuff, but with the trying to bring the Titans, kick off the Titans book and this weird Buccaneer story, Nightwing does not crack the top, even for me, even when it's just amongst the few DC books I've been reading. For me, Poison Ivy's probably number 1. The new Wonder Woman and the new Birds of Prey are right there. I, so far, am really loving both of those stories. I think you could argue that, like, since they've been out, they've been better than Ivy, but for the whole year, I think I would put Ivy ahead. I really, really enjoyed those 3 series. Of the indie show stuff that I read this year, obviously, we finally finished out Sandman. We finished out Sandman. We finished out, what else did we finish out this year? What else did we read? We've been reading Black Hammer. We had Sandman, Black Hammer. We started Philadelphia, the first couple volumes. Unruly and I read Rachel Rising. All of those, I've enjoyed all the stuff that I've done this year in terms of the indie show, but it's no contest for me. It's Deadly Class. Deadly Class has easily been the favorite thing, new comic that I've read this year. Not new comic, but new comic to me this year. So yeah, I would say and it would rate ahead of any of the new stuff. Like Deadly Class is my favorite read of 2023. Of the new stuff, it would be Ivy, Birds of Prey, and the new Wonder Woman series. All of those I've really enjoyed. Obviously, we're very early in the 2 of those series, but but I haven't been reading a lot of indies. So I usually wait for trades to read indies. I'm enjoying Middle West so far, but I haven't got to the end of it yet. But yeah, Deadly Class is for sure the one. Do I have a Christmas wish list? My Christmas wish list is, where's it at? It's my, right here. It's my, my comic want list, but I'm not going to get any of that for Christmas. My family does not buy me comics. They don't know, and I don't ask for it. I'm getting all like practical. Well, I didn't get all practical stuff. Back in, what was it? October. Yeah, back in October, my sister took me to October or September. I forget now. Right at the end of September, beginning of October. My sister took me to the Chiefs-Bears game. 1 second. You're okay. You're okay. Took me to the Chiefs-Bears game, and at a time I really, really needed that because September sucked. Honestly, 2023 for the most part sucked. Absolute ass for me. It was not a great year. I unexpectedly had to replace my roof. I lost a cat. I got passed over for promotions. I got the old man here has not been doing great. He's still with me, thankfully, but he's, we've had some struggles with him. yeah, it's just been a long, sucky kind of year, financially, personally, professionally. So she took me to she came down, surprised me. We went to the Chiefs game. It was my early Christmas gift. It was amazing. Super thankful. I think supposedly they're getting me. It was early Christmas / birthday because they both come up here about the same time. So that was awesome. So I already know what I got from her. I think the kids are getting me, my niece and nephew are getting me something small, which is fine. I know and I'm probably not going to be at Planet this time. Maybe I'll make it on Friday. We'll see. I've enjoyed Black Hammer. John loves it more than I do. I do enjoy it. It is a cool world. Some of the stories are better than others for sure. I mean, I would recommend, but it's not one of my favorites. So, yeah, that was and then sorry to hear that, TJ. So I know what I'm getting from that. My parents, most of them are getting me stuff. You guys know I've been working on the basement, trying to move this all down to the basement. I did actually, for those that remember that I finished it and then instantly had water, and in a place I'd never had water before. Knock on wood, we've fixed that. I've repaired the wall. I repainted. The floor is back down. So the basement is now ready to start finishing again. Anyway, my folks have got me some stuff to help me finish and outfit the basement. Dad actually built the shelves I'm going to use to store my comic boxes on. So that is my gift from my father. He made them and built them. Because he's really good at that kind of stuff still, and it gives him a project, which is good for him. So that's my Christmas gift from him. My mom got me some other stuff for that. So yeah, I'm not really getting anything. It's all done. And I may get a Funko or something from my niece and nephew or something, but that's pretty much it. I know pretty much what I'm getting. So, and I'm okay with that. And I'm freaking gonna be, I'm gonna be 45 this time. Oh my god, I'm old. Gray. Gray. Look at it. Where'd that come from? So, yeah, TJ is usually very forgiving, so not a good idea. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully your dad's gonna be okay. Moving out of state, it's tough. My sister lives out of state now. We don't see her as much as I would like. I was out of state for a few years. I'm still a couple of hours from my folks. I think that was that was maybe my bigger disappointment with getting passed over, other than the fact I deserved it, but in my opinion, but whatever, was that the promotion would have got me back a little closer to my folks so I could help them with stuff as they're getting older. And they kind of knew that was my main motivation for promoting. And then there was actually another position I could have lateraled into, and they wouldn't let me just lateral. I don't know, my career's been anyway. I'm not gonna get into that. Anyway, so yeah, I don't really have a Christmas list. My Christmas wish list is just getting to spend time with them. So yeah, my folks are coming down tomorrow night, and then I'm actually taking their anniversary was today, and then I'm taking them to lunch on Christmas Eve for their anniversary, and then we're doing Christmas here. And then they're going home, and then my sister and my niece and nephew and them are coming down midweek into the weekend around my birthday and stuff, and then going back on the new year. So yeah, so I'll be out kind of a couple weeks, but we'll get to see everybody. They're coming here because less time for the dog to travel and that kind of stuff. And but anyway, we'll figure it out. So yeah, I mean, it's gonna be not opening anything this time, but that's okay. I don't need to. So, and I mean, some of that stuff is what they spend on some of the stuff and the materials and everything else. Like, I'm not getting anything for my birthday either. It's all one combined thing, which is fine. So, so yeah. I think I have a little water. Otherwise, what else is going on? You guys got anything else? This guy going live tonight and sipping on stuff? He should. If he hasn't, he should be live right in 5 minutes. 5 minutes from now, he should be live. And then I'll just go over there and mock him and give him a hard time. All right. Well, other than TJ giving a bad review to Aquaman, which really makes me not enthused to go see it. I want to go see Godzilla -1. That's what I want to go see. If I'm going to go to the movie theater, that's what I'm going to go see. But it was here for like a week. And I didn't because my theater only had 6 screens and they did not keep it. And by the time all the buzz started, it was gone. And so I was going to have to drive. I'm going to have to drive somewhere to see it. I don't know if my nephew has seen it yet or not. Maybe when they're down, I'll talk. Because he's a big Godzilla person. Maybe he and maybe I'll slip out while they're down at my parents and we'll go see it in Columbia. Nice. Oh, 3 is fun. I've seen The Color Purple long time ago, but yes, I have seen that. TJ saying Wonka is great. I'm not a big Wonka guy. And I don't really remember it, but I remember seeing the original when I was a kid and being like, eh. And I haven't seen it since I was a kid. Maybe it's better than I remembered, but I don't remember I was not impressed when I was a kid. I was like, it's fine. I was not a big fan of the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory when I was a kid. I mostly thought, I remember just thinking, even as a kid, that, all these people are horrible. And Granddad, who takes him, it's just he's bedridden until, oh wait, I get to get your Chocolate Factory. I'm going to get out of bed. I could get out of bed to get a job and help take care of the family, but whatever. I mean, the whole thing was just yeah, I was just remembering no. I've never watched the Johnny Depp version, and I really don't have any desire to watch this version. I'll be honest. Wonka's never done anything for me. So I did hear that they're going to release a black and white version, which would be cool. It would be cool. So I do want to see it. We'll see. Aiden's probably, I would guess Grandpa Russ and Aiden have already seen Godzilla -1, which would be the other grandpa. He goes to a lot of movies, and he's retired, and he's taken Aiden to a lot of stuff. My guess is the 2 of them have already went and seen Godzilla -1. But what was that? I probably did. I mean, because I like Gene Wilder. Almost everything I've ever seen that Gene Wilder's in, I loved. I liked Gene Wilder. But as a kid, I loved which I didn't get all the humor, but I loved Young Frankenstein and other stuff that Gene Wilder was in as a kid. But yeah, so I don't know. Joining Monarch as well. Nice. Just in time for me to leave. I was mocking you earlier about something. I don't remember what it was. Oh, it's about that I'm not as old as you yet. Almost. I was feeling bad about being old, and then I was like, well, I'm still not quite as old as you. Yeah, I'm sure you appreciated that. Breakfast for dinner, always a good thing. The dog is ready in here, ready for bed. Anything else to talk about? Let's see. So you say breakfast for dinner. Are we talking like sausage and eggs? Are we talking omelets? What are we talking here, John? Are we talking biscuits and gravy for dinner? We got pancakes. We got French toast. We need details. The Color Purple, the musical is coming out. Oh, that's what he was like. The musical. They're making The Color Purple a musical. Really? The Color Purple. I mean, I guess they're serious musicals, but it seems kind of interesting. Hash browns. There you go. I want to hear hash browns with cheese. Yeah, we need details. We need details, John. French toast using Hawaiian bread and scrambled eggs plus fruit. There you go. I'm a big French toast fan. I haven't made French toast for a while. I'm gonna have to get the stuff to do that for myself. Because I love some good French toast. But I have not had French toast in a while. And I don't have stuff to actually have everything to do it, other than I don't have good bread to do it at the moment. Yeah, I don't have good French toast bread, but I have everything else I would need to make French toast. I mean, I have bread. I just don't have what I would call good French toast bread. Yeah, you do a solid French toast. You got me. There you go. Oh, it was already a music. I did not know they turned it. I guess I'm living on a rock somewhere. I did not know The Color Purple had been a musical. There you go. Shows you what I mean, I guess I should. They turn everything into a musical, but I did not realize that had been a musical. So it's not one I remember hearing. I probably did hear it. I probably forgot. All right. Freedom Toast. Yes, this is true. This is very true. What else? I don't know if I got anything else. I'm running out of stuff, guys. Let's see. We're an hour and 2 minutes in. Normally I wrap this up. Since Tony's not live yet, where I can just go over and bother him. I think he's gone. I think he left. Because he never commented when I gave him a hard time about that. So yeah. So look for things coming up on the channel. Look back video tomorrow. I don't know that if there'll be a cash or trash. It'll kind of depend on how my schedule goes. I will definitely try to get a look back video out before I leave to go hang out with family next week. John got 3 slabs today. You're not going live? What the heck? Are you going live in the morning? Is there a Saturday morning tomorrow? Please tell me there is. I miss it when there's not a Saturday morning. It's sad. It makes me sad. Whenever 10 o'clock rolls around, I don't get an alert that in 30 minutes John's going to be live. I'm sad. Even though it's not quite as good without the girls. But because it's just you. But it's still good. I figured that was going to kind of be it. 2 new Teen Titans books. I knew about one of those. I am very curious about the other one. Did you pull the trigger on the book? I was going to try to I kept saying I was going to grab you a copy of, and then I didn't get it done. And then now you want a 9.8, and I'm like, no, I'm not paying that. I ain't got that much. Boo, boo, boo. Are you still sick and isolated that you could do that kind of stuff? Oh my, Carol Danvers. Oh, The Avengers Annual 10. Yeah, that's not a good book for her. Not a good book for her. Not the big book yet. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about that was going to be my payback A-OK, and then you decided you wanted to 9.8, which I don't blame you, because it's come down enough that it is almost attainable, but yeah, I'm not going to. I think I'm going to be happy with the copy I have. But, which I forget, what is my copy? That's a good question. 9.2? Yeah, 9.2. I'm still okay with that. Not the big book, not yet. All right. So yeah, probably a few shorts this week. definitely we're through volume 12, so definitely some more One Piece shorts. Maybe we'll do a few shorts as we read through this. We'll keep stealing John's idea, copying him, trying to be like John. And as we read through this Wonder Woman omnibus, maybe we'll drop a few as we go through this. But yeah, I am definitely looking for. I've been wanting to dig into this. I finally dug into it today. I'm going to try to get through it over the next couple of weeks. As I continue to do this and obviously read some stuff for the indie show. A reminder, anybody interested in the indie show, obviously at some point in the not too distant future, we're going to be kicking off a little Black Science by Rick Remender. Because my channel it's not for strategies, it's just kind of fun just a fun way to talk about what you're reading. And so, yeah, and make content. And no, it's not really like I'm going to become a big important channel from that. I ain't worried about that. Good grief. I gave up on that a long time ago. What's that? Tell me more. And then obviously, this one at some point, I'll be honest, what I'd like to do with the indie show is I'd like to just get somebody to read stuff with me and just kind of go through it as we go through it. And I don't know. I'm still thinking about changing the format on that. And I want guests, but guests are hard. So it's kind of like, I don't know. But anyway, 8 Billion Genies, Black Science are probably the next two things we're starting. I still got Department of Truth over there that I just never can get myself motivated to read and get started, even though I have 3 volumes of it. And I've had 3 volumes for a while, and I've not started that for the show. So, because you're my hero, John. You're my idol. So, I am definitely looking forward to Genies. I've only heard good things, so I'll have to get some folks to maybe do that. And I guess technically that's probably a one indie show session. That's what, it's how many issues? Yeah, 8 issues. Probably just read all of that at once and just talk the whole series one time. So yeah, any big Genie fans, hit me up on Instagram. And we'll get that done. We'll probably do that in one show. I made him uncomfortable now. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Yeah, maybe work on my maybe read some more Wonder Woman or work on my D&D character some more. I will say sometimes I'm working on my D&D character. Just one little aside here. And I rolled really good on the stats, and then I thought I did, and then I saw what Big Will rolled, and it's like, okay, no, I didn't roll that insane. But I rolled really well on the stats for my character. And then I kind of had a backstory plan and everything else, and then Alec is rolling a secret for your character for this campaign. And that he's telling. So he rolled the secret for me, and I was like, oh, I thought I screwed it up. And then I thought about it, and it didn't really change anything important. So I went with it. I'm like, no, that's good. We're going to go with it. And then today I rolled the trinket list thing, and it worked out perfectly. I'm not going to explain now. You'll have to watch when we start the D&D campaign and everything. But yeah, it worked out. At first I was like, oh, darn it. And then I was like, wait. No, this is perfect because I had the perfect thing to fit. It fits my back. Sometimes the dice gods love you. Now, which means I'm probably due for like about 4 natural ones right at the beginning of the campaign, but I'm looking for it. I think that's what we're doing. To make 2-hour show. Make it 2 shows. Content's king. There you go. Later, GT Geek. Happy holidays, sir. Merry Christmas, everyone. Yeah, Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy holidays. Enjoy the time off. I'm enjoying. I've been off. I took Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I'm taking all next week. So I don't go back till the 2nd. So I believe that's what we're doing, Big O. I'm not 100% sure, But I believe that's what, just the little information he's given us, what we're doing. Yes, there's Santa John. All right, gang, I'm going to get out of here. A Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy New Year. Because I probably won't do another one of these until after maybe New Year's Eve. That might be the next time we get in whatever report, which I expect everybody else to have a life and doing stuff, but we may be live. We'll see. In which case, I'll just throw it open. Anybody want to join me if nobody else has got big plans going on. But anyway, happy holidays. So, yeah. With that, I'm going to get out of here. We're an hour and 11 minutes. I don't know why I'm still going. I'm doing the Thanatos goodbye thing where I keep saying goodbye, but I'm not leaving. So we're going to leave. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. I always appreciate it. I don't always know why you do, but I appreciate that you do. And yeah, we will catch you next time. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. See you in 2024.